answers? I think I'm entitled.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe. If you're new here, you're in for a big rude awakening. If you're a long-time listener, or maybe even a short-time listener, we've got some things to talk about that are going to be probably really familiar to you. I have felt it through the audience. I have felt through personal contacts. I have felt within myself a lot of frustration and a lot of anger about what is happening with the world, with our country, with our lives, with international politics. None of this was necessary, folks. None of it at all. Everything was just fine. I mean, nobody's perfect. You and I know. Socially, things aren't perfect. Economically, things aren't perfect, but they were okay, right? We were getting along. But these jerk-offs in charge, folks, they won't ever back off. Now, they've caused all of our problems. It has hit the fan. They planned and talked about false flags. They planned and talked about pandemics. They planned and talked about economics, banking, currency, everything that's happening, they talked about. And Americans aren't waking up. Folks, it's pissing me off that they're continuing to fall for the stupidity, right? Now, yeah, some are waking up, but for the most part, they're a bunch of sheep and they're a bunch of idiots, and it's very frustrating. Is it frustrating to you? Is it pissing you off? Right? I keep saying share with others, right? Wake them up. It just doesn't seem to be working. So, where do we go? Well, I guess we have to do what we've always done in life. Life is always has been frustrating, angering, with moments of joy, but lots of disappointment. It's life. I get it now, right? I'm an old guy. I get it. But we've got some serious issues. We have to be ready. At some point, folks, they're going to make such a mess out of this that we're going to have to act. At some point, the time for acting is coming. The time for keyboard warrioring, talking shit. Well, I'm going to teach this guy a lesson with some words. I'm going to mess this guy's social media, system up. I'm going to do this and do that. That's going to come to an end at some point. Are you prepared? I'm talking to you now, not anyone else, right? Are we as patriots, as Americans, as preppers, whatever nationality, whatever country you're in, are you ready now? Right? Frustration, anger. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm not losing my shit. But I just sense it out there. I sense it not only, folks, from us, but I sense this anger and frustration with the American people also. They're feeling it in the grocery store, at the gas pump. They're feeling it. And it's out there. Right? Things should be getting better. They're not. See, when you recognize a problem, you identify it. The people in charge should go, oh yeah, and start fixing it. But instead, things continue to go down and get worse and worse. Consequently, people are pissed. So instead of fixing it, instead of doing something, like they're just sitting on their sorry asses, they're blaming others, they're attacking one another. Sadly, after doing some more research, I discovered that also is par for the course. It takes an awful lot for people to wake up and to realize who is actually causing the problem, who is allowing the problem to persist, who is exacerbating the problem, and who needs to be removed from power to fix the problem. As discussed in the past, King George didn't wake up in 1776, cause all kinds of problems in 1776. And the American colonists in 1776 decided they'd had enough. It was decades of horseshit. And it got worse and worse until the people finally realized who the problem was and what course of action needed to be taken. Folks, the course of action that needs to be taken is to throw these bums out. Right? Come hell or high water, by hook or by crook or worse, They need to be thrown out of office. This shit show that is happening in Washington, D.C. is a joke. It is literally a joke and an insult to anyone with an intelligence of more than an 80 IQ. Right, the vice president alone, I think it was Newt Gingrich, said she's the stupidest person to ever be the vice president. I don't think she's qualified to be a school teacher. Not that school teachers are bad or dumb, but the way she talks to people, she sounds like a kindergarten teacher, folks. Now, this video is kind of a rant. I'm fucking pissed. I'm tired of this shit, right? We're not getting anywhere on social media, at least to the degree I want to. I want more subscribers. I want people waking up. I want people supporting this effort. Right? That's all we're doing right now is growing. We're trying to grow a grassroots network, a groundswell of patriots. And we keep getting stunted and put down by social media, by mainstream media, by politicians who ignore us. It's frustrating, and I'm freaking pissed off. Right? There should be more people here supporting, more people here asking questions on a daily basis. There should be more people interested in this and participating instead of like, oh, nearly a World War III incident, no big deal. Oh, fuel prices have doubled in a year. Wake me when they've quadrupled. Folks, when SHTF, right? When it's in your house, when it's in your face, when someone's banging on your car window, when you see someone getting their ass kicked right in front of you, I guess that's when you wake up. Or if it's your own ass. You know, for example, folks, in Hollywood, right? Beverly Hills, just yesterday, in the middle of the day, folks, the middle of the day, not early morning, not late afternoon, the middle of the day, 5 scumbag thieves with sledgehammers, axes, and other hammers and tools, 5 guys bust into a jewelry store right there in Beverly Hills and steal somewhere between $3 and $5 million in jewelry. The place, folks, it was open for business, right? It's a jewelry store. Middle of the day. They used a stolen car to go there. They break in the middle of the day. They smash and grab $3 to $5 million. I guess one necklace they grabbed was $500,000 alone. Where is everyone? Right? Where is everyone? Where's it at? This is what people are starting to do. And until it's in your face, you don't realize it. I say get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine. Means of self-defense. Are you ready? Right? We should be fully engaged in all of this. Not, oh, yeah. Well, that was some bombs, but it wasn't nuclear. Right? We have people dying of freaking heart attacks, blood clots, strokes, aneurysms, pulmonary embolism, just complete and total shutdown. We have, well, I just wonder, where's all this AIDS coming from? Why are people coming down with AIDS symptoms now? Young people. Why are people who weren't dying before having all these heart problems, heart swell? Why? I wonder what that is, right? No, we don't wonder what it is, but, you know, are we just barking? Are we dogs at the end of the chain, on the end of the leash, just barking and barking and barking, and no one listens, right? That annoying dog that barks and everyone's like, heard that dog before, you know. I'm pissed off, folks. I want to see this fixed. I guess all we can do is get prepared. I'm going to keep doing what I do, but I need you guys to support what I do, and I need you to support one another, and I need, folks, we all need people to wake up, back up, and get serious. It's not a camping excursion. It's not a what do you want to call it? It's not a mild case of malaise in government. It is a complete and total globalist takeover of the United States government, using it, the military, which is manned by us, the people, using it as a frickin' toy to get what they want around the world. That's how they see it. These globalist bastards are like these thieves in Beverly Hills. No one's going to stop them. They use whatever tools are necessary, steal what they want. And by the time the people wake up and realize what happened, they're screwed. Frustrated, pissed off. I guess that's what's needed. We need to get pissed off, folks. That comes from frustration, anger, and yes, fear. I fear that people aren't going to wake up before it's too late. And I guess that's the way things work in real life. For the most part, when everyone's awake, it's too late to do anything about it. I guess that's why we're prepared ahead of time, mentally, psychologically, physically. Thank you for supporting what we do here. I need you to be prepared. Support one another, support the network. Thank you again. I'll be back. We got some shit to talk about too, I tell you. Chance favors the prepared mind, right? Is yours. Semper Fi. It's going to be go time, folks. It's going to be go time.